What's good? I'm a Ruthless Addict. It is your girl Tika Deshawn, and I am back with another I Got a Story to Tell. This one is entitled I'm So Fateful. Nothing is as it seems when Elijah's fiance dies in a tragic car accident just days before their wedding, and a trail of deception and dark secrets begin to emerge. Y'all, this episode, another crazy one. This one starts off where we see Elijah, who is quote unquote the good man. He's making breakfast for his fiance Jennifer. Just as the story says, days prior to them getting married. But before we get into that, in the very beginning, we see Safari. I know you guys know Safari right now, or by now, loving hip hop. He's talking to this little kid, and this little kid is like, I need to know about my father. And what happened to my mother. And so, Safari says, you sure you want to hear this? You know, don't just say you just know you asked for it. So they proceed to get in the car and they drive away and the story begins. Like I said, it's Elijah and Jennifer. Jennifer is still asleep, but Elijah is in the kitchen practicing some roles for an audition that he has and also making breakfast at the same time for Jennifer. Now Jennifer is sleeping really, really well, played by Don Halfkenny. And by the way, Elijah is played by Monty Washington. Most of you may have seen him on Bruh on BET Plus and maybe a few other made for TV movies. Anyway, you guys, he's playing the faithful boyfriend slash fiance. He goes in, takes Jennifer her breakfast. Of course, they get the little morning kiss in and all of that, all that lovey dovey stuff. But then there's a knock at the door, and at the door is Jennifer's brother. Now, Jennifer's brother is played by Anthony Dalton. You guys know him from Sisters, okay? And he's been in the Country Wayne saga lately. All right. So he plays, he goes to the door and the two of them seem to not get along. Monty and or I'm sorry, y'all, Elijah and Alex Anthony Dalton's character, they seem to not get along very well. I guess it's because uh Anthony Dalton's character finds out that sis Jennifer has put all of her has made Elijah her beneficiary. Now Elijah has a series of baby mama drama, and the parents have already basically turned on um turned on Jennifer's brother. I'm sorry, I forgot to write down his name, y'all. But anyway, the parents turned on him and turned everything over before they pass away. Turned everything over to Jennifer. Jennifer is in real estate, so it is her goal to sell, sell, sell as much as she can. So she's preparing for her day to go sell. He's preparing for his day for a big gig, but he has to step outside and he gets into an argument with the baby mama. Baby mama finds out that Jennifer has lots of money, and she assumes that Elijah is gonna come into money. Um, after a little argument, he walks back into the house, and Jennifer assures him, "Hey, babe, we're gonna be fine. We're not worried about anything." Like that whole speech. So then they move on, and they show Jennifer on her job as well as Elijah on his auditions, trying to get that job. And so he goes home. Now I didn't put an image of this, but he goes home and he lays down in the bed and he's asleep. And he hears what he thinks is Jennifer coming into the home. And he asks, "What time is it?" And she says it's late. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Y'all know what they say about 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. The next morning, a knock at the door by a detective who was played by Darren Henson. Y'all know him. He's a dancer, actor, been in the game for a very long time. He comes and lets him know, "Hey, I'm sorry to let you know that your fiance has died in a car accident. Um, it was around 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was like, "No way, she's upstairs. I heard her, come in, so she has to be, she has to be upstairs. There's no way that she is not there." And so he runs upstairs. Um, he runs upstairs to see like what's really going on, and she in fact is not there. She's not in the room, she's not in the house. And of course he breaks down, have a whole emotional breakdown. But then after he goes and views her body, he heads over to the girlfriend's house. The Now mind you, he's quote unquote in the morning. Now, his other baby mama brings the two kids over to the house. His mama is there. The baby mama, like I said, is there. So he's looking kind of suspect because when the police detective returns, he says, "Hey, something's not right. Your fiance's death has been turned into a murder because her brakes on her car were cut." Now, he that sends up a red flag for him. Let me go to my other girl house because he was found out he was cheating, and of course they pulled up the picture to see. The detective brought the picture and showed him, "Hey, I know you've been cheating." And that's when it sends him in a little bit of a spiraling effect because he goes over to the girlfriend's house. She's not there, but he goes through what looks like a little box so that he can get evidence or take away the evidence of proof that she and he have a relationship. Now, once he returns back home, there's an intruder in his home. And y'all, guess who the intruder is? It's his brother. It's Jennifer's brother, played by Anthony Dalton. Yeah, it's her brother, and he says, "You did. I know you didn't kill her because I killed her." I'm like, "What?" Yeah, he says he killed her because he is in love with Elijah. Y'all, come on, man. You slept with your sister's fiance. So yeah, come to find out, he and Elijah had a one night stand, and he fell in love off of a one night stand. Not Elijah, but Jennifer's brother fell in love off of a whole one night, literally just a one night stand. They only had a one time encounter. But while they were laying in the bed, he told them, "Can you promise that this will be forever?" And Elijah's like, "Yeah, okay." So anyway, they're shooting at each other in the midst of telling this story about it. And he's like, "Man, you killed your sister over a one night stand." So anyway, they go back and forth, they fight. Then they both end up outside, but Jennifer's brother walks in with the body of one of Elijah's side chicks. So this was crazy, y'all. So she's unalived, and they got this. They're going back and forth with the dialogue, and Monty, I keep calling him Monty, y'all. Respect to this man. Y'all got to watch Bruh. He makes me upset on Bruh. So he really just made me upset with this movie as well. But he and Anthony Dalton are absolutely doing an amazing job in this particular film. So anyway, y'all, um, like I said, he pulls up the girl, brings up the girlfriend or the side chick, and he lets him know that this one is going to. So Tyson is his name, y'all. I've been calling him Anthony Dalton the whole time, but Tyson is his name. So Tyson has not only unalived his own sister, but he also unalived this other girlfriend by the name of Claudia. And once Elijah sees her, he pretends to take himself out. He pretends to unalive himself. And so Tyson is like, "Oh man, that's not how that was supposed to go." I'm like, seriously. But he pretends to unalive himself, and he gets as Tyson thinks that he's really gone. He stands up. He thinks that Elijah's gone. Elijah stands up and has the gun turned on Tyson. At that point, Tyson lets him know she's going, and then he basically Elijah ends up taking him out twice. So he's gone. Like there's no sequel or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, the whole thing about the story, the little boy, the young boy in the very beginning who was talking with Safari Samuels, talking with his character, ends up being Elijah's son. So the boy is like, I want to meet my dad. So Safari, because I don't know what his name was. But anyway, he told the son about the whole story, what happened to the mom and all of that. And at this point, the boy was just like, I want to meet my dad. And that was the end of the story, y'all. All over a scorned lover, a one night stand. Y'all be careful who y'all having these one night stands with, too. You just never know how they may turn on you. Anyway, y'all, that's about it. Thank you guys so much. I know I dragged on with this because I couldn't get these names right for nothing, but they came to me at the end. Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all already know. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you saw or what you're seeing on my channel, hit that subscribe button so that you can receive notification of new content. I promise I'm gonna keep the content coming. That's about it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and you guys stay ruthless.